Welcome, Stephanie Young. That's me. I'm so grateful and honored that you've chosen to spend some of your time with me right here on Wednesday, February 15th, where we take just a few minutes of your time to chat about some tips and tricks to expand our lives and simplify them and just have some more awesome and more audacity and audaciousness in our space so that we can be like living like the life we always wanted. Today we are talking about the audacity to dream big. The audacity to dream big. And I'm super pumped to talk about this with you today because often when I talk to other women and even other men, they talk about how they feel like they can't dream big. They feel like they either can't really dream at all or they can't dream big. And so my question is, do you ever feel like it is hard to focus on your dreams when life is already overwhelming enough or as it is? Do you feel like it's hard to focus on dreaming and dreaming big where you are because of life and how life can be overwhelming? If the answer is yes, because like life is really crazy or really overwhelming, I'd love for you to know that you're not alone. And if you know that maybe you want a little bit more out of life, but you're not really sure where to start, again, you're not alone. You're in a safe place here. And I'm so glad you're joining me because we're going to talk about a couple of things that can be very helpful when it comes to dreaming big. And why I love to talk about the audacity to dream big, it's because audacity is a willingness to take a big, bold risk, and often when you're dreaming, that dream is a bold risk. And so I think there has to be a certain amount of audacity in our life to be able to dream. And if you are here for the first time or you haven't been on a live in a while, or you're like, I don't know why Stephanie talks about all this stuff when she posts or when she's live, I'd love to like introduce you to me as like this part of my life, and because it is a huge part. If you talk to my husband, I talk about this all the time. I'm Stephanie Young and I support overwhelmed women go from floundering to flourishing in the areas of heart, health, habitat, and habits. And we do this with a few different strategic methods so that you can just get your life together. And instead of feeling just, stressed all the time, you can actually feel and be more pulled together so that instead of just riding this roller coaster of craziness, you can embrace the dreams, embrace your big, bold risks, and start to like not just dream big, but see those dreams come to fruition. And so I'm really excited to talk to you today about how you're not alone in the feeling of overwhelm and you're not alone in the feeling of not knowing where to start, but that it is possible to be audacious and to dream big. Let's jump right in. So, having audacity is definitely, I think, the key and the solution to dreaming really big because you have to have a willingness to take those bold risks. And I'd love to tell you that part of this solution is a secret that I learned from a friend and fellow coach, Felicia Searcy. She taught me this question and it has been so amazing. I used to ask people, what is your goal? What is the thing you're working towards? And sometimes it's kind of hard to define a goal. It's hard to say like this is the thing that I'm really working towards, or like this is the goal. And so she asks people, what would you love? And I was like, oh my gosh, Felicia, that is so smart to ask somebody, like, what is the thing that you would love? So I would love to poach, poach Felicia's question to you today. What would you love? If you are struggling to define what it is that you want to dream about or to define the dream that's in your heart and in your soul, I'd love for you to ask yourself, what would I love? And oftentimes when you think about a goal, it's really easy to like think that it's this really specific, like tiny, minute little thing. But I like to picture it in the terms of a target. And if you think about it when it comes to archery and you look at a target, like, yes, there is the center, but then there's also rings around it. And I know I'm not an archery expert, but I did take archery in college. And so I have a knowledge of archery. And I know that you get points for hitting the target. And so when I think about dreaming and like having clarity around your dream, understanding your dream, and going for your dream, when you attempt to reach for that dream, you know, if you pull the arrow back with your bow and you shoot your arrow towards your target, towards your dream, in my book, you get points for shooting the arrow and for hitting the target, even if you didn't hit the bullseye. To me, that is a win. And so the audacity is to take the bold risk of picking up your bow, of picking up your arrow, of pulling your arrow back and taking the shot towards the target and simply hitting it. That all of those steps are big, bold risks towards going after your dream. And so, not only saying and asking yourself, what would I love, but to take steps towards making what you would love happen. That to me is the audacity to dream big, to say, this is what I would love. These are potential steps that I need to take to make that dream happen. So I'm going to say, this dream is my target, and I'm going to practice taking steps towards getting to this dream. I'm going to pick up my bow, pick up my arrow, and take shots towards this target. To me, that is the key to dreaming big. And you might even be going, oh my word, that feels overwhelming to say, I can say what I would love, but I don't know how to get there. I don't know what steps to take. I don't know where to put my target or how to pick up my bow or how to pick up my arrows. I don't even know where my arrows are. It can be just as overwhelming in that moment. And that's when I would love to recommend, and when I know when I've had really big dreams and I've seen other people with really big dreams, they've said, I need help, I need assistance. And that's a great opportunity for you to be able to wave a white flag and say, I could use some assistance. I need assistance in defining my dream or saying this is the thing I would love. And I need some assistance in picking up my bow, picking up my arrows, and taking that shot. I need some help defining what those things are and helping me take those steps to get there. Like, I would like to have audacity in my life. I would like to take some bold risks and maybe even some surprising risks in my life. That is what I'm longing for. I would like to have more in my life, but I'm not sure how to get to that more. Like, I can see what I would like to do, but I don't know how to make that happen. And so I would encourage you from the bottom of my heart to say, hey, I need help. I do need help, and I don't know how to get there. I know when I've needed help with my finances, I have reached out to people who are way above and beyond smarter than me with finances to go, hey, this is kind of where I am. Could you lend me some perspective and some help with my finances so I can get back on track? And I'm not perfect with my finances. We still make mistakes, but it was so powerful and helpful to have another set of eyes looking and going, ooh, this is what we can tweak to make it better. When it comes to my health and fitness, I'm not a health and fitness expert, but if I turn to a health and fitness expert, they can help guide me to make better choices so that when I go towards a health and fitness target, I can better pick up my bow and my arrow and take that shot towards the target. I'm making better decisions towards that dream of having a healthier body. I go to an expert, I go to a doctor, I go to somebody who has fitness certification so that I'm doing exercises for my body that help me rather than hurt me. And so it can be unbelievably helpful to have somebody walking along beside you as you go towards your dreams. So if you're in a place today where you're saying, oh my goodness, I would love to start helping, like to start taking my dream and making it happen, or I would love to figure out what it is that my dream is, to figure out what it is that I would love to help answer that question for myself. What would I love? You can find support. You can find support with me. And if you're saying, Stephanie, I don't know that you're the right fit, I would be happy to help you find support with someone else. I know so many people that support people in this area, but you can find help. There are so many resources available to you. And if you would like to find that help, if you're saying, oh my goodness, I need to wave a white flag, you can literally drop a white flag in the comments or even message me a white flag or simply like this video. And that will alert me to know that you would like to chat about learning how to dream big, learning how to pick up your bow and arrow to have the steps towards getting towards your dream. But to me, the solution towards really taking time in your life and to take your life into your own hands to finally make your dreams a reality, to say I want to really say this is what my dream is, or dreams plural are, and I want to figure out what those steps are to make these happen. I that's me. Like, there's this pulling and this drawing in my soul, deep in my soul, that I want more. I need more, but I don't want more overwhelm. I want to keep working towards something bigger and something better. And maybe bigger and better for you is totally different than somebody else's bigger and better. That's okay. I need that. I'm here to say I that in itself is also audacious. That's big. That's bold. That might be surprising. And friend, I'm here for it. I see it. I feel that passion inside of you that is saying, I need that. I want that. And I am here to help you with that. I'm here to stand beside you and cheer you on and pull you towards that greatness. Friend, if that is you and you're saying, oh my word, that's speaking to me, again, you can drop that white flag emoji below. You can send it to me in a DM. You can simply like this video, and I'll know that as you saying to me, oh my goodness, I need this. But whether you are watching live or on the replay, I am here to help you figure out what it is that you would love and to figure out how to start getting that dream happening in your life. Again, I'm so grateful that you would spend 10 or 15 minutes with me on a Wednesday here at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, either again live or on a replay. I'm so grateful. I'm Stephanie Young, and I helped overwhelmed women. I help and currently am helping overwhelmed women go from floundering to flourishing in the areas of their home, health, heart, and habits. Sorry, I always say home instead of habitat, but it's the same thing. I help people go from floundering to flourishing in those areas so that they can have the audacity to dream big and make those dreams happen. I am again just so grateful that you're here with me, and we'll see you next week where we tackle another topic that helps you flourish in your life and feel like all those dreams that you have in your heart and in your soul are actually happening and coming to fruition. I hope you have just an amazing and wonderful day. I'll see you again next week, and have just the best, most wonderful Wednesday. Bye, friends.